Hey everybody, it's Mark Ruggiero, Clark Commando 1983, and decided it's time to do a video. Why do I love Grognard Simulations Deathride Kursk series? So there's a lot of reasons why I like this game. It's a scale of 330 meters to the hex, platoon and company level. All the games put together for Kursk, for example, would cover 14 by 16 feet of map space, whole southern flank of Kursk at that scale. Obviously, I don't even have enough room for that. Now, it has been done at conventions, but it gives you access to tons and tons of scenarios and different things. What you have in front of you here is the setup for the Totenkampf 2nd SS Panzer Corps Lebensstrater Division. And me and a group of three friends of mine were able to play a whole battle day. Night turn is 8 hours, or 4 hours, my bad. And day turns are 2 hours apiece. So I'm going to attempt in the next few minutes to just go through a few things that I really like about the system. And let me start off with number one. So rules are readily available online. And let's get this in front. If you'll look, you have 4 different levels of rules. Standard level, expanded, which means you're using the standard plus optionals, an advanced level, and an ultimate level, which means you're using all the rules. Very front of the rule book, everything is color coded in the rule book to what rules they are. And it may sound complex, but it's a really neat system, so you can read the rules you want to and skip the rest. Well, so what I like about the game system is it's well supported by Chris Fazzulo. He's on Consim World, Facebook, Grognard Simulations on Facebook. Also on Consim World he goes to, and Board Game Geek. I tried to think of a way. I wanted to show you another thing I really like about this system. Now this, let's see if we can get it in focus here a little bit. Oh boy, is in the back of the rule book, it shows you just tons of different unit types. And when I want to try to focus, for example, dismounted submachine gun platoon, approximately 50 men, small arms. Let me tell you what's really neat about these guys. If they can get into assault combat, they're tripled. So, and you know, if you haven't watched my other video, the top numbers from left to right are the firepower for the secondary range, firepower for primary range, and then the defense. On the bottom is the range of the weapon, the secondary, and obviously it looks like, you know, that they don't have a primary, and then their movement and what kind of movement there are. And this is, of course, a leg unit. So it's black. The unit above it looks like it's a yellow tracked vehicle. But this is just some of the details that are in the game. Here's some of the Soviet units that don't really clutter up the play and give you lots of really fun and neat details. So look at that flamethrower tank platoon. The scale is companies for the Soviets, platoons for the Germans. And I'm going to show you, some people don't like this. I personally like it. And I said I wasn't going to make this a rules video, but this is the firepower table that comes with the game. And literally, depending on the type of weapon and the target, gives you a multiplier for how effective the fire is. And for example, the T-34 there has a minus weapon. So that's going to be on armor with minus and all other units. The German tank there, or let's see, is that, yes, that is, oh, that's a Tiger. That's your friendly Tiger tank. Has a plus weapon, and it's based on caliber. And as you can see, armor with plus weapons. Only the Germans have those. Gives you different multipliers. Some people get a little confused by what's short range and what's long range. Short range is anything that's within the range of the secondary weapon, and long range is anything out to the range of the primary weapon. If you look at the map here, you can see different shadings. This is higher than this, and so on, right? You also, I'm going to give you a little Kursk is off Pedroska, where the big tank battle was, is off that way. That's the Pizel River. Am I butchering the name, guys? Let's see. Pizel River is the big, thick blue line. And there's some, you can see in the picture, there is some streams here. You have woods. There's towns over here. But to me, it's a very clean map, very elegant map. You have slope hexes. Let's see, and then we have extreme slope where the rise is really fast. And then, of course, contour lines. Line of sight rules are pretty simple. In another video, I covered the scenario card. But you get a lot of scenarios with the games. And the game is sold in core games, and then there's expansions. So like I said, I wanted to keep the video short and sweet. And the other thing I really like about this system, when you have other players, there is no downtime. There's opportunity fire for the non-moving side. It's very interactive. It moves relatively quickly for all the details and whatnot that are in the game. There's also a set of games on, so the sets of games so far are 1, Deathride Kursk, covers the whole southern front at platoon and company scale for the Battle of Kursk, which happened in July 1943. You also have a game on the Salerno landings, which of course happened in, it covers the pieces in July 43 when the Allies landed at Salerno in the battle to expand the beachhead, etc. And I don't have the dates off the top of my head, but it is 1940. There's a game that covers the counterattack at Arras against the Germans in 1940 in France. There's a Tarawa game, and currently it's already out. Is part 1 is Point du Hoc and Omaha Beachhead. The next project that Chris is working on is the Normandy landings. The game that is out is Point du Hoc, and that's a great core small game to start with. And that covers Normandy. And I'm going to butcher the names, but there's also Helfia Pass and Helfia Ridge from North Africa. And I may have the names backwards or butchered, but both of those are excellent introductions to the system. Rules are a little bit dated, but I've had no problem using the master rules from Deathride Kursk 2.5 that are available. He has them available on Board Game Geek. They are available on Consim World Expo. Appreciate you looking. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, feel free to subscribe and get alerted. I don't do videos often except when I'm on vacation like now, and they're far from professional. I literally just love doing them, and you're welcome to come along for the ride, and hope you enjoy this. And any questions, feel free to post or comment. I'm on Facebook. I post a lot on the Grognard Sims page. Huge fan of the game. I highly recommend that you go out and get yourself a base set, even if it's one of the smaller games, just to try it out. And once again, those smaller games are Arras, Hellfire Ridge, Tarawa, Helfia Pass. Like I said, the names on the 2 North African campaign games I may have a little butchered. So, and if you want to jump right into Deathride Kursk, the core games that I personally recommend have great scenarios is either Totenkampf or Gras Deutschland, and they're quite the package. And trust me, they're well worth the price. Anyways, until next time, have a great day.